You've been such an inspiration for young black girls, but I want to know who inspired you growing up?
Oh my goodness. Um, there was Lena Horne, there was Eartha Kitt, there was Pearl Bailey, and I'm trying to think of a fourth one, but those three people were magnificent women and actors and performers, and they carried themselves in a very dignified way. And as a kid, I saw that and I wanted to be like that. I wanted to carry myself like they did, with dignity and my shoulders front back. And it was a wonderful thing to have someone who looks like you. I mean, in race-wise and female-wise and so forth, that you could look up to. And I did. And there were others, but I think Lena Horne held herself with such dignity. I wanted to be her. I wanted to be like her. And a few others that carried themselves with dignity, you know. And I wanted to know that wherever I went, young people who would be seeing me would have that kind of feeling too, you know. And I carried that from a very young girl, seeing Lena Horne and Eartha Kitt carry themselves, to the point where I was an adult, you know, old enough. I understood what I was doing and why and how. And my parents said, I said something to my parents like that, and they said, well, you've been carrying yourself like that since you were born. I loved it, you know. I knew it was a saying, but I believed it, you know. I believed it. And when you believe something like that, you look just past what that means, right into what that means, and you take it with you.
Yes.
You know, and when you grow up and get married and have a child, the first thing you think of is dignity for them. The dignity that you discover, you want them to know, so you tell them the story. You don't tell them what to do. You tell them your story. And sure enough, young people, they go, oh, you know, in their minds, they go, oh, well, I want to do that too, like I did, you know. And it means a great deal to young people how their heroes and heroines conduct themselves, hold themselves. Yeah.
And one of the big things, Star Trek is about making a better world.
Absolutely.
Do you think over the years we've become a better world?
Absolutely. You can't not become a better world, because if you hold yourself with your shoulders back and your stomach in and your chin up, you already have created a better world for young people, you know. And I have had, knock on wood, people come to me and tell me that that what I had determined was a better world for me, some young people were taking that now for me.
Yes.
And it is so incredibly beautiful to be part of that. To know that you have touched one person, one young person that looks up to you, you know, because you carry yourself like you did when you were looking up to Lena Horne and her kid, Earl Bailey.
Yes.
Yes.
And among those girls were scientists and people from
And
NASA.
scientists and, well, I grew up and I recruited some of the first women minority astronauts for the space shuttle program.
Did they come to you or did you come to them and say, I want to do this?
Both. It's a wonderful thing to be able to be out there, being known, becoming known, and knowing that you just might do the same thing that you were able to come up with, come up on. Yes.
Yes. And
It's
finally,
the same thing that influenced you by the right people, by realizing the right people are out there, like women were really out there that you reflected.
My name is George too.
That you are now reflecting something for some young girl.
yes. And as such an important person for young black women everywhere,
Yeah.
what would you like to say to these people that look up to you?
Hold your chin up, find a person who might be your age or older, who hold themselves with dignity, and copy that person if you're going to copy anyone. But don't call it copying, because you won't be copying, you'll be becoming. And you're becoming your own self. You're becoming yourself.
Yes.
And someone behind you is going to come along and see how you hold yourself, and they're going to come from here and go, oh, you hold yourself like so, and it pays off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to take that advice.
You don't need it. You're just beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you so
amazing and
much.
such an inspiration.
Thank you.
Take care. I hope you have a great con.
Thank you.